To make your business thrive, you've got to find all of the opportunities. And the biggest opportunity is sometimes in the extreme data sets. Let's think about what actually happens inside of a modern real estate business. We have this sales environment, and then in addition to that, we have a property management service line. And sitting inside of that property management service line, we've had lots of landlords that have sold properties over the course of the last couple of years. It happens in every boom, that when you go through a rising market, getting to the peak of that market, that ultimately a lot of landlords say, you know what, we're just going to take some money off the table, we're going to sell our properties, we're going to make a great capital gain, and later on we'll go and reinvest when the market rebalances. But the interesting conversation is that what actually happens is that when a landlord takes a property and maybe they sell it, or maybe in addition to that, they take a property and they give it to a rival property management firm, ultimately what actually happens is that there are two lead sources that we're actually missing out on. One is about the principal place of residence of where that particular landlord lives. And also in addition to that, that particular property that went to a rival property management firm, well, we still have the opportunity to be able to go and sell that particular home. Now, this is one of the greatest challenges inside of any real estate business, because if property management doesn't talk to sales, then what actually happens is that our property management team archives that client. They're no longer a client of the firm, so to speak, from a paying landlord perspective, but yet they're actually a potential sales lead sitting inside of the sales environment. Now, you might go to call this an extreme data set, but we were working inside of one of our clients recently with over 1,000 properties under management. And what they found is that close to 200 landlords had actually been archived over the course of the last 2 years. Naturally, they didn't really think about that as being a sales lead. All of a sudden, we got the sales team on to go and call every single one of those landlords. We've identified plenty of opportunity for market appraisals around their principal place of residence. And in addition to that, we've got a ton of landlords now that are actually thinking about re-entering the market as we go through the declining stages of this current market cycle. This is about literally finding opportunity where other people simply don't see it. And for all the want of the tech in the world, the reality is it's those people with the nous and the ability to find those extreme data sets that are the ones that are going to exploit it and do seriously well out of it. Now, we can go through all the traditional things, past clients, past market appraisals, buyers from other campaigns. Your job is ultimately to get really clear about where the big opportunities sit. If you've got a particular property, for example, that you've just sold, have you just thought about it? Well, hang on a second, we might have had 20 buyers walk through that home. One person has been successful. What are we planning to do with those 19 other buyers? And basically, we want to put in that imaginary forklift to go and pick up those 19 buyers, move them over to the right property and drop them down onto that particular campaign. That's what we got to call cross-selling. It's about sharing that buyer intel from one particular campaign to the next and doing it seriously well. So it's about time that you go extreme on the data sets that you chase to create more opportunity. It's not the market, it's just the way you're playing the game.